Agent, your next assignment is to deal with Hippie Zelda once again, or whatever she goes by. She changes her code name whenever someone reported her bad behavior on social media. As usual, Hippie Zelda bothers Emery, her ex, by trying to get his attention, but Emery has ignored her since the breakup, and soon this will be a year since those two ended their relationship. Anniversary aside, Hippie Zelda decided to set her sights on the director since Emery reached out to the Shadow Sector. As I mentioned, Hippie Zelda has been harassing Emery, trying to get his attention, and she's trying to do the same thing to the director. But Hippie Zelda made a mistake. She's dealing with the leader of the Shadow Sector, and the Shadow Sector has intercepted Hippie Zelda's latest attacks against the director. And the director has her attention, and not the way Hippie Zelda planned. Your mission is to remind Hippie Zelda that the Shadow Sector can also dig up information, and someone from her past has came forward with information. You will use this information and put Hippie Zelda on a leash, dismissed, and may your pen guide you to the truth.
Welcome back. My name is Shadow, and I have a story to tell. We've been gone for a spell. Don't worry, we're aware of what's going on in these YouTube streets. From a lady thinking everything's AI, a drug addict that has a questionable imagination and can't read, a grandma trying to run a tabloid, and Unspoken's old friend returns to bother Bams. What is with ladies in scooters bothering people lately? Is there a trend we don't know about? Don't worry, they all have a story to tell. But we got our own rogues galley of our own, one that is outside the unspoken sector. I'll let the new hire tell this story.
Okay, folks, have a sit down, have a sip of coffee or whatever you like to drink, and I'll tell you guys a story on what went down in our sector. Now y'all know the role of the Shadow Sector, expose cyberbullies by telling the stories from the content creators affected. Unfortunately, this doesn't sit well with people who are attacking said content creator, and we had to put a belt to ass on them. They know who they are, and we'll be back for them soon. Just because we're fighting a battle outside the unspoken sector doesn't mean we're not aware on what's going on over there. Hippie Zelda is back, and she has a new toy to play with. The leader of the Shadow Sector, the director. It looks like Hippie Zelda got bored playing with Emery and his friends, and thinks playing with the director would be easy. But she's in for a very rude awakening. The history starts off when Emery reaches out to the Shadow Sector last year. He and Hippie Zelda broke up. It's been brought to our attention that the reason of the breakup... We'll let Emery explain this, by verbatim. And no, it's not one of those medicines you see on the commercial with the side effects.
1. Losing custody over her kid. 2. Tagging me on her videos, attacking people I don't actually know, including her family, ex-boyfriend, and ex-friends. 3. Not talking to me about problems instead of posting them on social media, making it everyone's business. 4. Posting ahead about moving to Ohio without. 4. Posting ahead about moving to Ohio without my consent. 5. Being a bully towards a person or people she don't know. 6. Lying to me about how she was abused. 7. Wheelchair fraud. 8. Being fake.
Oh, I see. And where did you spot this fraud?
The wheelchair wasn't assigned to her from her doctors. She bought it on Amazon. From her videos, she's been getting on and off at walking. Not to mention me, Carolyn, and Jess seen her walking to her kitchen just fine during the time I had the gaming group on Messenger.
One important question. Did you know Erin brought a plane ticket to Ohio? Or did you found that out when she posted her plans on Facebook?
She wrote and posted about her leaving Connecticut to move to Ohio to live me on her Facebook without telling me about it.
Now, we ain't going to sit there, be all high and mighty, in order to hear Hippie Zelda's side of the story. We had to break a few rules. She told her side of the story. We was trying to play devil's advocate, but it backfired when Hippie Zelda posted our conversation on TikTok. She did this in order to get Emery's attention. And it gets worse. Hippie Zelda was attacking those who are friends of Emery. She even went as far as to stalk his closest friend, who literally had nothing to do with the drama. And she's being harassed at work. That's a new level of harassment.
What are you doing?
And this is the first part of this mess. Let's get ready for part 2.
Do you find yourself constantly checking another YouTuber's channel, watching their videos, checking their comments, and somehow knowing exactly when they went online? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, you may be experiencing what we call creator fixation syndrome. Creator fixation syndrome is a fictional condition characterized by spending entirely too much time worrying about what another creator is doing. Patients may experience compulsive channel refreshing, excessive comment monitoring, analyzing social media activity, and an overwhelming urge to keep tabs on another creator. Some patients report checking so frequently that they begin recognizing the exact time another YouTuber normally uploads. That's when we recommend Creator Watch. Creator Watch may help reduce unnecessary channel refreshing, comment investigations, live stream surveillance, conspiracy building, and the sudden realization that you've spent 4 hours watching somebody else's content. Possible side effects of Creator Watch may include improved sleep, increased productivity, outdoor activity, reduced internet drama, finishing your own projects, and suddenly realizing you don't actually need to know what another YouTuber is doing at all times. Creator Watch is not intended to treat actual stalking, harassment, threats, doxing, or criminal behavior. If someone is genuinely following, threatening, or harassing you, seek appropriate professional or legal assistance. Creator Watch. Stop monitoring them. Start living your own channel. Because your browser history doesn't need a restraining order. By KT Pharmaceuticals.
So this is it? Stalking one of Emery's friends? Harassing a trans woman? Oh, that's so adorable! Hey, if you keep acting like you're the main character, you may earn the award for being the most pathetic internet bully. And how exactly are you going to put the lady in the hospital? You got a jetpack in that wheelchair? Does it climb stairs? Or are you going to use that evil eye you ordered from Amazon? Oh, and the evil eye? Yeah, why don't your stupid ass use that evil eye to check yourself to a psychiatrist? Maybe you should have used your evil eye for something productive, like, oh, I don't know, maybe it should have told you not to have unprotected sex with a stranger on the internet, and not to rush into a relationship. After learning that hippie Zelda has gone ballistic attacking Emery's closest friend, the Shadow Sector washed their hands of this whole matter. That didn't sit well with her. For a couple of days turned into weeks. And almost 2 months, hippie Zelda has been harassing the director, who is obviously ignoring her. The director has this thing called life, paying bills, and enjoying the summer. He doesn't have time to deal with Emery's ex, but hippie Zelda made sure that the director gets her attention. One of his followers has gotten very tired of her harassing the director. This follower, whoever this person was, intercepted hippie Zelda's latest live. But yeah, this is all the director's fault, because you refused to let go of Emery breaking up with you. And the director is the bully? Sure, Big Draws, sure. Now go be a good ex and go back to your TikTok and clean up that nasty-ass room.
Dang, son. Stay Puft Marshmallow really thought she discovered some top-secret intel. Peep the play. The goofies who were harassing the unspoken sector already tried that ages ago. This isn't some trending new music. It's a rerun. You really thought revealing the big boss's name was going viral? Nope. Unspoken's enemies beat you to it and got the belt to ass in the process. One of them starting to look both ways after the director pulled up. You're nothing special. Just a lady who can't accept the fact that a man can reject a woman. You was cooking in the studio for 2 months, only to drop a lame one-hit diss track. And thinking that the shadow sector is just a flex, I hate to break it to you, they do exist. They're anonymous. Even we don't know who they are. Your evil eye should have told you that. Your evil eye isn't as smart as you claim. It should have told you check Emery before you give it up. The director didn't make you date Emery. The fact you sit there and believe that everyone who associates with Emery have a hand in the breakup. This was never about Emery tricking you into moving out of Connecticut. You thought you was player one, and Emery wasn't having that. We don't care about what Emery does with his ocarina, and again, we tell stories, and you try to make it look like we were there when it happened. Sorry, big girl. The director and Emery's peeps have nothing to do with this drama. You want Emery? Then you need to check him yourself and quit handling out samples of your diss track. No one's listening.
And I'm not gonna waste the rest of the summer going back and forth with a dumbass who has the comprehension skills of a third grader. So I'm gonna close this stupid drama permanently. Someone came forward, and he has a story to tell.
I met her in 2019. I was 15. At that time, I was going through some messed up stuff. Stuff I'm just not really down to talk about, if that's fine. But anyway, I met her at this karaoke event this lodge thing that my family goes to. They do karaoke every so often. I met her there. She asked me to dance. So I went to dance with her because it's kind of just a respect thing around here, I guess. And then we got to talking. I told her how old I was. She told me how old she was, which was 20. So we were both well aware of each other's age at the time. But, she pursued me anyway. We exchanged numbers, we ended up hanging out. First time we were actually together, she tried to sleep with me, but I wasn't down with it. But eventually she managed to convince my parents, not just that she was 18 years of age, which I know doesn't make it any better, but that she had nowhere else to go because the staff at the residential program she was staying in abused her or whatever, which we found out later was not the case at all. But anyway, we ended up taking her in because we thought that was the right thing to do because, again, she didn't have anywhere else to go. She was being hurt. That was our perspective. And a lot of arguments and fights ensued. And keep in mind, frame of reference, this is a 20-year-old. Having adult arguments with a 15-year-old, pushing and pulling, all kinds of stuff. And then eventually one night I went to bed and I woke up. I really wish I didn't because she was on top of me and flat as I did. I couldn't move her, but eventually it was over, and somebody, thank God, I don't know who it was, but somebody ended up calling the police and making an anonymous report. And they called us in for an interview. Me as the victim, her as I'm not sure what you would call it in that scenario, but child services got involved. She had to be removed from the household. So she moved out, moved back into the residential program, and then things continued. I'm not sure why, but I chose to go back with her 2 more times after that. As a matter of fact, she, even though she didn't let me have friends, she abused me, she assaulted me. I went back. I don't get it, and I don't get why I didn't press charges. But that's neither here nor there. After the last time that I broke up with her the final time, she continued to harass me on YouTube and slander me. I had a channel that was kind of up and coming at the time at 700 subs. I was working it up. I was getting close when she started all this stuff. And eventually, all the lies that she told got in the ears of the people who watched my channel, and it died. It was this big back and forth that went on for ages. She told a lot of messed up things. One of the things that she said was that I locked her in a room and blew it up. Which never happened because the frame of reference that she is speaking in, I was 15, 16 years old. I don't know what resources she thinks teenagers have nowadays. I simply just did not have those. But I've kind of kept tabs on her through her friends, through all kinds of alternative means just to make sure that she leaves me alone. And for the most part, she has. But it's at the cost of people like her baby's father, people like Emery. And I genuinely feel a kind of guilt because I didn't press those charges. I didn't push it. And now people have suffered for it. And even a kid came out of it that she lost because she couldn't take care of it, which she claims she has seen multiple times.
You lied. Everything you said was a lie. To think we felt bad for getting involved in this mess, only to learn that this whole drama was just that, drama. Emery didn't trick you into signing off that lease. You tried to get to Ohio on your own free will.
We would have believed your side of the story had you not left a few holes in it. There was never a trip to Ohio. Otherwise, you would have had receipts of the itinerary of your trip. You didn't show me anything other than Emery being horny for your crazy ass. Since you have lack of comprehension, I'll explain again. You did something stupid that caused Emery to break up with you. Emery reached out to us. We didn't ask Emery about you. He came to us. He told us what you have done. We were busy dealing with the assholes messing with UP at the time. Then you went too far and stalked and attacked his friend and anyone associated with Emery. I'm not going to take the words from a transphobic. We don't do that shit at the Shadow Sector. So you fucked yourself on that one. And this mystery guy, you did something fucked up over in Vermont, and whatever you did, he ain't saying. But I don't need to press him for it. I know exactly what you did to him, you sick fuck. That was the tip of the iceberg. Don't make me go further than that. You don't continue to chase a wounded water buffalo. They're good at laying traps when cornered. And go ahead, continue to make up your sob stories on how mean I am. Blasting that heavy metal music, making up more stories. As I said before, you're 2 years too late. Someone already doxed me, and I tore his ass up. Another jackass tried me, and he's been looking both ways in the Bronx since. And I got something for that down-low trucker and his loudmouth wife. Long story short, continue to try to get my attention, because the next time one of my followers sent me a link to your bullshit, I'm going to start documenting those videos. And if you're really that thirsty to see me, I'll come over to Connecticut. I'm sure there's a judge who likes bedtime stories.
And to this day, Hippie Zelda continues her routine of harassing those who, in her eyes, wronged her. Even those who have nothing to do with the whole drama. Everyone affected by this ignored Hippie Zelda's antics, and we at the Shadow Sector will follow suit. Her failed attempt to take down the director was all for nothing. Because those before her already did what she did and paid the price. People like Hippie Zelda will never stop and continue to harass people, even if it means that no one will listen. This is why the Shadow Sector is created, to remind people like her that if we see something, we will write something. And this is Shadow signing off. And if you see something, write something.
Thank you for visiting Shadow Storyteller. If you like what you saw, hit the like and the bell. Until next time.